Yo, what's up, guys? It's Why Not Be Reckless, aka Why Not Be Caster, aka I'm kind of a freaking big deal. If you don't know, now you know. I'm repping Zwat Nation and 20 times to the day I die, talk to him, nap. I'm so excited to bring this new project to you guys. We're actually calling it If You Don't Know, Now You Know. It's going to be our post-tournament coverage. I take big tournaments and give a little post-tournament breakdown and show you some of the exciting things. We'll follow the two teams that made it to the grand finals, their journey throughout the winners bracket and the losers bracket, how they got into the grand finals, how they did. Maybe go over some upsets. Also give you guys a little bit of clips of the day, just some clips that I find exciting and want to share with you guys. And then finally, we'll give you a power ranking leading up into the very next week on who I think are the top teams to watch out for and why. So without further ado, I'm going to go right into it. Mind you guys, it's not going to have any editing. It's not going to be anything crazy. I do apologize. It's going to be me just kind of hanging out here and just giving you my opinion. But if you guys do like it, I'll be happy to pay for an editor, get them involved, and hopefully get things a little bit more exciting. So if you guys like it, or if you guys like these type of videos, please let me know down in the comment section down below and drop a like. And if you happen to be near that subscribe button, just give a little tap. I'm never trying to make this YouTube a normal thing. And if you guys do like these type of videos, I'll upload these weekly or even bi-weekly in addition to the other content that I want to release to you guys. So this will just be a bonus for you. So definitely let me know how you guys feel about this. This is my chance to get away from the hype casting and show you guys, a little bit into my analytical brain. So obviously it'll be a short video because I don't have much of that. But yeah, without further ado, let's get right into it and let's talk about fantasy rosters and NV9. I think these squads were absolutely insane. You have Snakebite, Frosty, Neptune, and Boo Boo Doo Boo that actually made up the fantasy roster. So half Sentinels, with Neptune kind of the honorary Sentinels member, and then subbing out Royal 2 for Boo Boo Doo Boo, which I thought was an excellent sub. I think Boo Boo Doo Boo and Royal 2 play similarly. Obviously not the same player, but I think they do play similar. And I was excited to see Boo Boo Doo Boo step into that role as opposed to another player that they could have picked up. Obviously you have NV9, Just Saying, Trippy, EcoSmith, and Stellar. So half NV, half C9, put them together, and you got NV9. They put the team names together. This was obviously a lights out team. They found many success separate and bringing it together. Wow, it was quite incredible. It really was. But without further ado, fantasy rosters. Let's scroll up here and let's find their journey. So right over here, so they went up against Fire and Ice. Fire and Ice, a solid squad, formerly Chosen Legacy. You have Noble, Bullet, Magical, and Running JM. They ended up 2-0ing that team, but that was a really good matchup. Really excited to watch Fire and Ice with their new sponsor, again, formerly Chosen Legacy. And then right after that, they actually matched up against Legends. Legends actually finished top 6. They fantastic squad coming out of EU. I believe most of them even coming out of the France area. Legends, Shady, SLG, and Sika. These guys are absolutely disgusting. They're consistent, and dude, Legends the young. Watch out for that dude. He's the real deal. I promise you that. I know deals. And then finally, obviously, we have the winners bracket where they played against NV9. And we'll do the same thing. Let's just scroll down and find NV9 here, because NV9 was able to match up against matchmaking gods made up of Thin, Kilimanjaro, Exodia, and Azrael, formerly El Halo Elite. That is a solid group of guys, and as they said, they're matchmaking gods. They even play a lot of Buddy 8s as well. I'm waiting for you guys to take the next step. They finished top 12 in the tournament, but I really want to see them go to that top 8, and dare I say it, maybe even top 6. They have potential, so watch out for them. Right after that, they played against 2017 GOAT Squad. I was so excited for that squad because you have Boom X, Eli Elite, Brainstorm, so already an amazing trio, and then the return of top 5 Halo 3 player Cloudy Cloud. He actually entered the scene, and dude, my head exploded once I saw him in matchmaking the other day, just grinding it out. And then obviously up into this top 12 team. I will be honest with you, I was kind of hoping they would get a guaranteed top 8, maybe a top 6 finish. But either way, top 12 is not bad. And if they stick together, we might see them do some big things next week. So watch out for 2017 GOAT Squad, captained by Boom X, with the return of Cloudy Cloud. Right after that, obviously you have them going up against Power. Dude, Power was one of the most exciting teams to watch throughout the tournament. Dude, that's Jimbo, Kimbo, Mose and Snipe Joe. So that old EU squad that had their best places on land, minus respectful, but adding Snipe Drone in there. Snipe Drone's absolutely phenomenal player. This team was incredible, and I hope they come back because, man, they had the top 8 finish before. They finished top 6 yesterday, so they're constantly improving. Can they make it into the top 4, top 3? We'll find out if they sit together next week. And then obviously we got into the winners bracket finals where NV9 2-1 fantasy rosters in a very close matchup, knocking fantasy rosters into the losers bracket. It wasn't long because when we scroll down here into the losers bracket, you have fantasy rosters who ended up 2-0ing just LATM. That's a solid squad right there, led by Atso, featuring tapping buttons. Also alongside Drip Sixes and Pelagut. These guys are absolutely phenomenal. They consistently place top 3 almost every time we see them. So watch out for these guys. That's Atso, Tapping Buttons, Drip Sixes, and Pelagut. And then obviously the grand finals where I'm not gonna lie, I didn't want this to end. I really didn't. So I was really I was being a little biased. I was actually really hoping that fantasy roster would force a second best of 3 series, but sadly, NV9 made quick work of them, 2-0ing them and securing their win and that lion's share of the $1,000 prize pool. Obviously, fantasy roster went home with a little bit of cheddar as well, but that first place prize pool goes to NV9. That's what we're here for. We're always here for the first place. That's the big pot. Come on, guys. But I'm excited to see what fantasy roster is going to bring to the table come next week. Next up, I'm going to show you guys clips of the week. Some of my favorite clips that were in the tournament that I just happened to find. I thought they were funny. The first 2 actually involve some crazy camo plays, so guys, watch out for this. And that's actually Snipe Drone that has the camouflage enhanced as a player right in front of him, goes in for the melee, electing not to challenge Atso right there, gonna just stay alive. Great plays with this camouflage. You gotta be sneaky, you gotta be methodical. You have to pick your opponent apart.
Oh, they found him. The camo eyes on this man. How did they see him? He's crouching in a corner. These guys got some crazy HD high resolution televisions or something, Tony. They saw him just sitting there. But that's the kind of eyesight you need if you want to be a Halo Pro.
Absolutely. I thought that was absolutely hilarious. I feel like he was about to make a sick play to sneak up at the guy on Nest, but I think he might have heard him clamber out of nowhere. So he just ends up turning, just camo eyes him like it was absolutely insane. He must have been playing. Honestly, he must have been playing on an Xbox One X with like with a super crazy monitor, because I don't know how he was able to see him so easily getting that kill. I thought it was actually pretty funny. Let's move on to this play, dude. This is featuring tapping buttons. This was insane. Away from taking this game number 2 and this series, Flyers to play near perfect. Halo come back in. It is not impossible, but it will be hard as Pelican take it out. Tapping buttons 5 in commonly, 2 kills away.
Tony, this has been so close throughout, but I think this might be it. How do you stop tapping with the camo here? Everyone up in car bubble. They can't even afford to transfer from car to base. If you see that player try to sprint out and thrust back, he knows he's going to be in trouble here. Tapping in the best position. This should be 2 kills right here from tapping to close it out. That's the series. Latham 50-45. Tony, you said they're the better team. I think you're right.
And if you guys were questioning before whether you should be on top of those power-ups, tapping buttons showing why you should be. You should always be on top of the power-ups as much as possible. He ends up grabbing that camouflage, using it to secure the game, where, to be honest with you, maybe if his team would have lost that camouflage, most likely they could have used it to come back in the game and maybe steal a win. So obviously those big plays coming out of tapping buttons, utilize that camouflage to close out a big game. And then finally, obviously, it wouldn't be Eclipse of the Night if it wasn't for Frosty. Dude, Frosty was playing absolutely insane. Let's just watch. Just watch. I did not know that jump existed right there. My gosh, I need to work. I need to watch a Shyway video. Frosty coming, going in with the sniper rifle, getting that no scope on SLG. That's a beautiful double and a 3-1 lead in favor of fantasy rosters.
Oh my god. He's just getting started. I want to talk about the jump, Tony, but he's still hitting shots. That's a spree for Frosty to kick it off. Oh my god, I'm scared for the enemy team right now.
7-2 lead with fantasy rosters, and that was a beautiful 5 kills coming out of Frosty. Now he's doing things only Frosty can, because I didn't know that jump existed and those shots could be hit, but Frosty's absolutely insane, coming behind Sika. 6-0 start for Frosty with a 9-4 lead in favor of fantasy rosters.
Frosty not missing, by the way. That's a double, 2 no-scopes back-to-back right there, and a third shot to the body. I thought for a second he was gonna get a headshot there, but he does clean it up with the Magnum. So
and obviously that was one of the sickest clips that I've personally ever seen. Absolutely insane, dude. Frosty is an animal, especially on Slayer, especially on Slayer Coliseum. Every time that game time map combination came up, this man went absolutely insane. If Coliseum Slayer pops up, just quit if you see Frosty in the lobby. I promise you that's probably your best course of action. And now, finally, we're moving on to my power rankings going into next week. That's what this whole thing is about here. Very, very important to me. There's the power rankings. So hold on one second. I'm gonna bring this up real quick. It's over here. And yes, so power rankings. As you see, I have NV9 up in the #1 spot. There's the half and half hybrid of C9 and NV. They kept 3/4 of the roster from last week and finished 4th with it despite subbing out Renegade for Stellar. This team's chemistry and firepower combined makes you wonder, should this team be sticking together going forward instead of their respected rosters? I don't know. I don't want to start any rumors, but just saying, Trippy and Eco are absolutely insane together, and I hope to see them team together going forward. I hope to see them at some point in time, or whether it be the rest of Halo 5 or if things start to shake up. I don't know. Number 2 is fantasy rosters or Sentinels with Boo Boo Doo subbing in for Royal 2. They were still able to secure a 2nd place finish, despite obviously not having Royal 2 in their roster. And some might say that Royal 2 is the best Slayer on their team. Now I will say I almost wanted to drop them from that slot, considering they finished in 4th place last week, getting knocked out by Passion. But their reputation and their pedigree earned them the number 2 spot. That Snakebite, Frosty, Neptune, and what normally would be Royal 2, but subbing in for them was Boo Boo Doo Boo, and normally play under Sentinels plus Neptune. Number 3 spot, obviously have just LATAM. Just Latin America. This team has consistently finished 3rd place. They have kept the same roster for quite some time. Now we're waiting for them to get over the 3rd place hump and make their way into the grand finals. Do they have it in them, or is third their best that it gets for this unit? That's Atso, Tapping Button, Drift, and Pelagon. They actually ended up beating Flyers, and they beat Legends, so those 2 nasty teams, but they weren't able to get into that grand finals due to fantasy rosters just making quick work with them in a 2-0 fashion. Obviously, number 4 spot, you have Passion. Passion is made up of Envoy, Nebula, Septify, and Musa. They did not compete yesterday, however, they did have a 2nd place finish last week. And although this is an esports arena power ranking, I don't want to completely ignore Pro Series, where they finished 5th through 8th. So I don't want to completely ignore that. This team is new, they are hype, and if you're looking for an underdog team with a ton of potential, look no. The real question is, can they make another grand finals without Boo Boo Doo Boo subbing in? That's made up again, Envoy, Nebula, Septify, and it looks like they're swapping out between Musa and Suppressed. So we'll see what roster they come in next week. Last week they knocked out KCP and Sentinels, and as a little fun fact, they actually knocked into the losers bracket all the way in round 2. Made it from round 2 losers bracket all the way to the grand finals. That just, dude, I cannot explain to you how much mental endurance that must take. That must be absolutely insane. Watch out for Team Passion. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Finally, number 5 is Flyers. Flyers, arguably one of the biggest pickups to shake up the rest of H5, was Spartan the dog on this team. They proved early that Spartan gels really nice with this group, and they are a big threat. And if Passion didn't get such a big win on Sentinels last week, they probably would be in the number 4 spot. Super CC, commonly Straight Sick and Sparta, a nasty combination, have proven they can get top 8 and even top 4. Now the real test is, can they take out the likes of Envy, Cloud9, and or Sentinels? We'll find out. They actually were able to defeat Power and Fire and Ice, so those are 2 solid style lineups. Number 6, KCP. Kansas City Pioneers, made up of Druk, Talik, Soul Snipe, and now Z-Manny. Another team that did not play yesterday but cannot be ignored. About the beginning of Esports Arena, this core group of 3 plus Renegade were seemingly unstoppable. When Renegade left to start practicing with his new C9 squad, they picked up Super CC and seemed to not skip a beat. However, when both Super CC and this team split ways, it left a lot of people baffled, questioning their decisions. But the pickup of Manny has proven to be a good one, and his team is still finding success. Now let's see if they can take that next step and make it back to where they left off. That was KCP. They were able to. By the way, they were able to knock out. They were knocked out by Passion, who was subbing in Boo Boo Duba at the time. That was KCP. Finding the 7th spot, you have Legends. If it wasn't for the fact that KCP are 5-time champions, I could easily argue that this team should be in the 6th spot. Hell, I could probably even argue this team should be in the top 4 spot. Legends have been up and down, and there's no doubt that they are a dangerous squad and always prove to be a hard out in the losers bracket. Now with competition getting tougher, we will see if this team can continue their progress and make their way up the rankings, or will they stay and maybe drop. That's made up of Legends, Shady, SLG, and Sika. They were knocked into the loser bracket by Fantasy, and also were knocked out by LATM, your number 3 ranked team. Finally, we have Power. Oh my gosh, Power. This squad was probably one of the most fun to watch yesterday. They showed that they are back and ready to compete. Jimbo and Kimbo have some of the smoothest shots I have ever seen. These guys don't miss a single shot. Watch out for the team going forward, because I promise you, they are the real deal. Jimbo, Kimbo, Mose, Snipe Drone, and they obviously a fantastic roster. They've been playing together for a little bit of time. We talked about how this was the same, the core 3 minus Respectful, but Snipe Drone in the place. So obviously a top team, and I hope to see them again next week. They were knocked into the loser bracket by NV9, and then finally knocked out by Flyers, who are your number 5 ranked team. And who knows if I see those guys even climb up. That was your Power rankings. Switch this up here. So yeah, that was it. That was, if you don't know, now you know. Post-tournament coverage with I myself, Wanna Be Reckless, aka Wanna Be Casting, aka I'm kind of a freaking big deal. This is a project that I was kind of iffy about, but I think I might have an audience that might be enjoying it. And if you do enjoy it, again, like I said, comments, likes, hit me up on Twitter. Just let me know, because I mean, if I don't get a lot of good feedback from this, I'm probably not gonna end up doing it again. However, if you guys do like it, I promise I will put time, I will put effort, I'll put some money to get this edited and make this as beast as possible. So again, like I said, if you guys do like it, just let me know. Again, thank you so much for the love and support. Follow me. The Twitter links will be down below. Twitch links will be some down there. If you like the graphic that was popped up on the screen, that was actually made by Nafburger and Zombie. So definitely hit them up if you ever need any kind of graphic work. They do most of my work, and they do an incredible job. Thank you guys. Peace.